guys, so I finally have this look up for you guys, and I'm first going to start off with the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette, and I'm grabbing the shade Sandalwood and Henna, and I'm just buffing this into my crease. And before I did this, I already had my base, which was concealer and a colour. It's actually Bay that I set with. Now I'm going in with Cocoa and I'm deepening that crease, so you're kind of creating your deep crease, cut crease kind of thing, but you don't have to be neat. Just make sure that the upper part of the crease is neat, but underneath we'll carve it out with concealer. I also went in with the black shade in the Huda Beauty palette, and I'm just deepening it, the crease thing. I'm sorry, I'm so bad at voiceovers, that's why I kind of stopped doing them. But yeah, I'm just kind of deepening it, as you can see here. I took a really tiny brush. Then I'm going in with my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC42, and as you can see, I'm going to really carve out the crease. This is like magic when you're doing a cut crease. It might be hard in the beginning, but if you just practice a bit, it'll be fine. I did practice a lot to do the cut crease, so once you get a hang of it, you'll be totally fine. It'll look amazing. The tip I would give is to use a really tiny brush though. I would say like a really thin, flat, precise brush. That really helps. And after that, I did go in with 24K, I think that's, yeah, 24K, which is like a nice bright gold. And this I'm going to spray with some Smashbox primer water on a brush, and I'm just going to pack that all over where we put the concealer. I find that the textured shadows do work well with a finger, and also if you wet it on a brush, but once you start packing and you're patient with it, it actually comes out really well and really pretty. It's just that some people got a bit frustrated that you have to use your finger or you have to wet it, but most people do that anyways with lid colours. Now I'm using the black shade again, and I'm just deepening the crease, and I use this super tiny pencil brush. I basically use most of the Amazon brush sets that I got recently. I'll link the video in the info box if you guys want to check that video out, where I talk about all the cheap Amazon brush sets that I got that are amazing. Now I'm going in with the NYX matte liquid eyeliner, and I'm just creating a nice flick wing kind of thing. And I also did go in with some makeup wipe, which you'll see later on, to clean it up. For lashes, I am using the Eyeliner Glamour lashes, which was like with Vegas Nay, and I'm just popping those on. And then as you can see here, I am going with the makeup wipe just to really clean up that edge, and it actually makes it look really neat and super like cut and clean. Then I'm going in with my MAC NC45 concealer just to cancel out the pigmentation around my mouth, and look how it takes it away instantly. Look at it. This concealer is good, but it does have a tendency to separate sometimes with some foundations. Now I'm going in with the NYX Total Control foundation in Caramel. I have been absolutely loving this foundation for some reason. Like I just really love it. Like, it makes my skin look really good, and you don't even need to use as much as I did. Today I'm actually wearing it, and I just used one drop on my cheeks and on my forehead, my nose and my chin, and that covered my whole face really nicely. But I'm just blending all of that with my damp beauty blender, and then I went in with my retouching wand in I think it's medium, and this is by Bobbi Brown. This is really good under the eyes, but it does kind of crease a bit, so you definitely have to do a bit of baking with it. And again, I'm just blending that with my damp beauty blender, and I am gonna also blend it on my forehead, the bridge of my nose and my chin, just to kind of highlight those areas. And then to set that in, I'm going to use the Kat Von D loose setting powder in translucent, and I'm using my damp beauty blender just to really bake underneath the eyes, the bridge of my nose, my forehead and my chin as well. Then I'm going in with some Maybelline matte and poreless powder in 250, and I'm just going to use this to set my entire face. I also brushed off the baking powder like literally 2 seconds later, and then I kind of touched in with the powder again with the Maybelline powder, just to kind of make everything blend together and not make it look too white underneath the eyes. And I've been really liking this powder, the Kat Von D one. It's actually really good, and the Maybelline one actually. Now I'm going in with some bronzer. I'm using the NYX matte bronzer in Deep, and I'm just going to add some colour to my face and kind of contour with it as well, because it's not too orange, it's actually kind of like a cool brown. The brush that I'm using here is the MAC 135 brush, which I've really been liking to bronze my face with. Then I am using the excess powder that I had on the sponge to kind of carve out underneath the bronzer, just to clean it up, and you can just brush it all away. Now I'm going in with some of this pink colour right here. I forgot the name, but everything will be linked in the info box and written as well. But I'm just using that colour as a blush, and I've been really liking it. Then I went in with the Huda Beauty 3D highlighter palette in Golden Sands, and I just used Tahiti on my cheeks and my temples, the bridge of my nose, and my chin as well. And then just to make everything really melt together finally and just like look effortless, I just always go in with a makeup spray, and today I'm using the Smashbox primer water, and I'm just going to spray that all over my face. I was going to say in what shade, but it's just a primer water. Then I'm going in with this Urban Decay black eyeliner, which I've been really enjoying lately, and I'm just going to really smoke out my lower lash line. I then went in with the cocoa shade again, just to smoke that under my lash, on my lash line actually. And then I went really close to my waterline with the black colour from the Huda Beauty palette with a super tiny brush that we use to define the crease a bit more. And then I also went with 24K in the inner tear duct area, lash line area. Now onto lips. Oh, I did also put some mascara as well. But onto lips, I'm using the Cork lip pencil from MAC. I really recommend this lip pencil, it's so good. Then I'm using Morel Cosmetics lipstick in Angela's Angel, which is kind of a matte finish, but I want it to be even more matte, so I just put some powder on top, which was the Kat Von D loose powder. And this lipstick actually gives like a tingly film to plump the lips, which is really nice, but the colour is really stunning, so I thought I'll wear this with this look. I also did touch up with some lip pencil, and I think that's it. But look how like the powder will change the way the lipstick look. It will really make your lips look so plump and like really full and super matte, and it actually makes it last so much longer. But yeah, that's the end of this look, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching and for wanting to see this tutorial. I appreciate it so much. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.